Marc Perrone is the president of the United Food and Commercial Workers International Union. He's joining us now live. An awful situation unfolding. Marc, describe the impact you've seen so far on your industry. And I know you represent, about 1 million workers?
Yes, we do, Wolf. And thank you very much for you giving us the opportunity to talk about what's happening with our members. The retail food industry and the food manufacturing and food production industries, quite frankly, at this point in time are booming. Most of our workers are working anywhere from 10 to 12 hours a day and 6 to 7 days a week. So it's been extremely busy for them, and the business in the stores are up.
Yeah, but right now people are out of work.
Yes, they are. And, what we've tried to do our employers is make opportunities for some of those workers that have been out of work so that they could give, do some hiring and pick up some of those jobs in our stores.
In other words, look for other kind of work. As you know, the Senate is trying to hammer out a stimulus package right now that could top, $2 trillion. What's the most important factors that your union members are looking for as far as relief is concerned?
Well, I think our members are looking for probably 3 things. They're looking for, quick testing and frequent testing, access to personal protection equipment. They're looking for universal safety standards so that they can take care of themselves and the customers when they come in there, as well as accommodations for at-risk employees. Paid sick leave is a huge factor for us because we're concerned about those that are impacted by the virus, as well as those that are infected by the virus. Some of our employers have given us pay for infected but not impacted. So they could send somebody home for 14 days. If they're not tested, they may not pay them for those 14 days. And I think that they've got concerns about what happens if they get exposed to somebody with the virus as well, and whether or not they're going to send them home without pay.
So given the fact that so many businesses are not going to necessarily be able to reopen their doors anytime soon, what's your advice to workers and members of your union who have no idea what the next steps should be?
Well, my advice is going to be is that they maintain contact with the UFCW through our website and as well as their respective local unions. We are moving people around as rapidly as we possibly can so that we make job opportunities available for our membership, and we're keeping them advised of any sort of COVID-19 advisements that we're getting. So we're also sending information out to the consumers as well through our text alert system, Shop Safe 83071.
I have one quick political question before I let you go. I know your union, and once again, 1 million members, has endorsed former Vice President Joe Biden as the Democratic presidential nominee. Briefly tell us why Biden, not Sanders.
Well, Vice President Biden did, in fact, support the Stop and Shop workers during 2019. He came out just recently by asking them to be considered not necessarily in the same vein as a fireman or a policeman or our healthcare workers, but at least be considered as a tier 2 emergency responder person that would give them access to the free testing and rapid results of those tests, as well as some personal protection equipment. Now, we know at this point in time that equipment's hard to come by, but Vice President Biden was very direct about that, saying that our workers, because they were seeing so many people in these stores per day, that they needed some of that equipment. On an average, a store might see 800 people in a day. Up and down the East Coast, we've been getting numbers reported to us as many as 10,000 people a day have been going through these stores. So people are exposed a lot more than they used to be in the past.
No, it's a dangerous situation simply by that. All right, Marc Perrone, good luck to you. Good luck to all the members of your union. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Wolf.
All right,
you stay safe.
Thank you.